Good morning to you once again. You are looking live at a very pretty shot overlooking False River, courtesy of Our Lady of the Lake. Sky 979 feels like 82 degrees out your door right now. On our way to high temperatures between the low to mid 90s, and we're going to add a little bit of heat over the next couple of days. Yesterday 91, so that's where it started, 1 degree above our average, but it looks like things are going to go in the wrong direction as we continue to build up heat over the next several days. Will we have any rain in the 7-day or even beyond the 7-day? Is there any on the horizon? Can we find that next cold front? And what about the tropics? Yes, we do have something relatively new that is about to form in the tropical Atlantic. Nothing really doing in our neck of the woods. We've got high pressure sitting on top of us and the clockwise flow kind of steering traffic, as it were, and it steers these showers towards Houston, Galveston out to the west and steers these showers a little bit around the outer periphery of that high. But all of that's going to stay away not only today, but again, it looks like over the next several days. I agree with the graph model for the most part between the low to mid 90s for today, but I will say this. I think the graph is getting very overzealous. This is what they think for tonight's lows into tomorrow morning. They got Baton Rouge down to 66. I think we might be able to crack into the upper 60s, maybe 69. That's about as far as I think that'll go. But that's kind of the silver lining here. It is expected to be hot and above normal the next couple of days, but with high pressure centering on top of us, it keeps a lot of that deep tropical moisture away. So what I'm hoping is, as long as that's the case, maybe the heat won't feel as bad as the middle of the summer, because in the middle of the summer, that's what this would look like here, one of those typical heat domes. And yes, this ridge of high pressure, that's going to keep things hotter than normal and drier than normal. But once again, you check out these dew points over the next few days, they're not that bad. They're actually in the mid 60s. So what that means is whatever our high temperature is, the peak heat indices, that's going to be very close to. And unfortunately, we're expecting a bunch of mid 90s coming up. That's why you see a lot of these numbers around the mid 90s, but it could be a lot worse, and it won't be. Now let's talk about the tropical Atlantic. We do have something new out there, and this hasn't even formed yet. Matter of fact, this hasn't even come off the coast of Africa. It's expected to come off the coast over the next couple of days, and then when it gets into this area right here, that's where it's expected to develop. Right now at about 30%, we're certainly not ringing any alarm bells, but it's interesting to note that on the longer range, that's the same area where we thought there would be some development. Let's go really long range. Let's go all the way out to the end of September. This goes through September 30th. You see a little bit of that yellow jettisoning into the southern part of the Gulf, but that's very typical. So we're not ringing any alarm bells, and I think we're okay, but we're going to keep our eyes on that. 92 degrees for today. It's going to be a hot one. Then for tonight, we're going to try to cool down, cautiously optimistic that we'll crack into the upper 60s. But if you were hoping for some rain in this forecast, we don't have that. If you were hoping for a cold front, better luck next time, but your outdoor plans are good to go.